Drivers, to your cars.
A great day for racing in Pensacola, located in Western Florida. Welcome to what matters, the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series SML Jeffy 400. We are live from the SML Motorplex at Pensacola, and I'm Angel, joined by Cody. Cody, we are ready to shine.
Yeah, I mean, if we haven't seen yesterday, it was an odd type of race when it comes to a super speedway. I'll give you that much. I mean, we had a great beginning, maybe not so much great of a middle, but we did have an exciting ending despite of not many cars being in contention in the first place. But it is pretty clear here that these 42 cars are ready to set the field here in this, I may as well call it, supermassive track.
Oh yes, I mean, this place is longer than Talladega. 3 miles, 3 full miles of joy.
Oh, I don't know if I say joy for every lap, but okay, I'll leave your word for it on this one.
Alright, so with that, we're going to go over to our pit storylines. We're going to begin with Rick Erickson. Well, our first storyline of today's race is going to be Drew Dollar. After trying to make the main show this weekend for ARCA, he was now tapped to run the number 60 car for Jackson Roush and Roush Racing. He has backing from Oscar Mayer and is the first of a couple of starts that not only will he do in the Cup Series, but potentially trucks as well as AT&T. Let's go to Sebastian Galloway Jr.
Stop.
He's not here.
Yeah, good luck on that one, Chief.
No way. Let's go over to Anthony. A lot of people think that if there's anyone who should be very happy about this weekend is Zoe Lee. And let me tell you why. She won the previous race at Texas World. And she's not going to be looking for 2 in a row, which means that she would be winning not only the return to College Station, but also the Cricket Cup's debut here at the Motorplex. Margot. A lot of people have not talked about this young man, Sheldon Creed, making his first ever start. He was qualified inside the top 10, and Sam Kane and Sandra Johnson have a lot of respect as well as appreciation for this man. Can he will it just like in the O'Reilly series? He has a pretty fast car to try to do it. Let's go to our starting lineup, boys. Oh yeah, speaking of starting lineups, we're finally going to do it, as we are ready to shine. So, with this, we're going to go for it. Martin Dupen Chang is going to be in row 1. And alongside her is going to be Lexi DiBenedetto in the McDonald's machine.
Okay, and coming up next, we got Casey Kane and the Coors Light Mustang. Don't expect it to be in the car for very much longer, and that's it. You should not be starting this high, sir.
We're going to a party at Mickey's house.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This deserves a skip.
Oh my god. Just say his name.
Dang it, Angel. 27, not sponsored. I don't know how the hell they managed to qualify in this race in the first place. Of Timmy. Now go away, you stupid fucker.
Row 3, we're going to see Chloe Bourgeois in the Hershey's colors. Next to her is going to be Maria Lakin, the Walmart Charger.
And up next, we finally get back to subtlety on this one, as we got one of the first starts for Sheldon Creed. It looks like he's starting his stint in the 77. And we have Mabel Pines, who would have been cute if it wasn't for something. that something needs to be explained later.
Next up is going to be Lucille in the 5-hour Energy Supra. And running out the top 10 is going to be Kyle Larson in the Target Supra.
Yeah, good luck getting this done before you go to Sonoma. Zoe Lee, the SML Supra. And we got a Windhog. Okay, I'm just kidding. Marvicata, Summit Racing Equipment Shelby, number 4.
Next we see Ruby Asensio. And alongside her is going to be Luna Coco in the M&M Minis.
And up next we got Daniel Romaine, the Nike Supra. And of course we got, okay. Alright, Sam, just be grateful it doesn't have a certain sponsor in there. And freaking Drew Dollar, thank the Lord he didn't bring a sponsor from freaking Arca. Next row.
Haley Deegan will be taking over for Diego Rubio in the 38 Irwin Tool Shelby. Next there's going to be Austin Hunter in the Spectrum Chevy.
Yeah, that move was certainly the Haley Deegan word on that part for 38. Eric Black Louis P. and the Era Supra. And next to Eric, we got Deborah Pines. Monster Energy called. They want Tyler Reddick in the car.
Making her return in over a year, Sophia Woodward in the Akron Oil Malibu. And will be next to Damon Rubio in the Ruba colors.
I'll say return in about half a year, but you know at that point. Got Daniel Voyles up next in the Coca-Cola Idiot Sandwich Cherry flavor. We got Ari Iviera and the Alex Prime plays YT. There's going to be an explanation for this team when we get to green.
Another man in the branded professional agriculture Pontiac will be starting next to Mavis Dracula in the Raptor Charger. She thinks she can win 2 plate races in a row.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. Then I wonder why she didn't qualify that good for a Super Speedway Queen. We got Lincoln Loud and the Bucky Charger. Makes me think Bucky Jr. qualified this car. And we got Laura James, the Aquafina Charger. Up next.
Diego Rubio in the FedEx Tesla, and next to him is going to be Maggie Splitzer. The promotion for the Amazing Digital Circus is over, as it is now available on YouTube.
Yep. There'll be an announcement on the sponsorship and that later this year. We got the TF1 scheme of Sabrina Rankin-Prix. It'll be the last time TF1 rolls around with her this year. And we have the 47 of Alexis Lem Blake still driving the Valvoline Charger.
OSSR in the Tesla will be starting next to Sonora Felix in the Televisa Malibu.
Yep, and we got another Malibu, this time Jonathan Longren in the NOS Malibu. There'll be an announcement on the 36 shortly. And, oh, for Pete's sakes, that wasn't anything bad! But we got Samantha Contreras in the Lowe's Pico Shelby.
And up next, we have Sebastian Galloway Jr. in the Alex Brand Place YT Supra. We'll be having a brand new sponsor next week. And Alvin Bradley in the Miller Lite Pontiac.
Yeah, then we up next, we got Leslie Jacoby in the Quick Trip Supra. Hopefully it's not a quick trip to the garage. And making another start, Pedro Sales in the We Are Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
And running up the field, Benjamin Ortiz, who got the last timed clock. And because he used the Champions Original starting last, Angel Diaz Rauda, the 7-time Cricket Cup champion.
Stop using up professionals! Anyway.
Okay, so we're going to go 54 laps. Let's go to our picks with the pit crews. For me, the Lord of Averages tells us that this week we're going to have a super speedway driver taking the win. And I think this weekend the best one on the business has to be Mavis Dracula. She won at Talladega. For this one, I'm going to have to disagree with you because it's a brand new track, and we see how new tracks seem to affect a lot of racing, so I think I'm going to pick a brand new winner. I'm going to go with Chloe Bourgeois for this one. She has a pretty good starting position. Well, for this one, I think I'm going to go with a much different winner, and I think it's going to be a second win this year for the Furniture Row Colors. Sheldon Creed is going to be the winner. Let's go to the booth, Cody.
if we didn't learn anything from yesterday, it matters where you are at the end of the first caution, above all things. Otherwise, you're not contending at all. So I'm going to think who will be in the front at the end of the first caution. Now, thinking they used big brains before, as much as I hate to say this, we had a windhog yesterday, we're going to have a windhog today. Marva Cato will find a way to be in the front at the end of the first caution when it matters for her to actually be in contention.
Well, for me, this one, I'm going to go with a much different face, and I think Casey Kane is going to be the winner. Anyways, let's move over to the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
Alright, and as we take a look at the field rolling by, let's check our DNQs, Cody.
Oh yeah, the cars decided to be a good idea to enter the races knowing they're going to waste their money. But, jokes aside, apparently you have Katie Coe, one beep boxcar out. We got Johnny Benson Jr. last attempt for the team that likes to name themselves after the President of the United States. Who knows? Who knew? Ivan Molina, Leon Oxen also went out. Wendy Cornaway, the Polar Bear stays in Polar Bear area, whichever that is. And Champagne Ginsbergen, who originally clocked in the fastest until they took a look under, well, around the restrictor plate actually. They were given an L1 penalty, which included a deduction of 25 drivers and bonus points. Crew Chief Adam Slurn suspended for 3 races, and the team was fined $50,000. There were more calls to have the 97 restrictor penalty since this is now strike 3, but obviously they were disqualified from the session.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go for 54 laps. 16 and a half laps will be the fuel distance, and let's go to one of our in-race reporters for this one. It'll be Sebastian Galloway Jr. in that 48 car. Galloway, this is the booth of HEDN. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here. Barely hear you, but I'm hanging in there.
It's the first time you're going to be racing in a Supra. What does it feel to race for Cielo Vista Racing?
Feels nice. Driven in this type of stuff before. Driven in the Supra before. The way this car feels, it feels odd, but I think I can wrangle it.
Alright, thanks for your time. Good luck, buddy.
10-4.
The pace car about to go on pit road, Cody. And we see Logan 30 Acre, the founder of SML, ready to wave the green flag. And we're on the way at the Motorplex.
That does not look like him at all, sir. Anyway.
And it looks like they're not going to let Dupan Cheng lead the first lap.
I mean, do I blame them?
That is true. I mean,
Bang Cheng has no offense. He's been sucking ass lately. Come on now.
Anyway, so we see now Zoe Lee at the front. After Chloe led that lap, and she's gonna pick up a bonus point for it because remember, just like we explained in the AT&T Grand National race, the points have been reshuffled.
And they're not willing to update the actual points up to this point of the season, which made fans question the consistency of the board and or the officials.
And right now, Sonora Felix will be the holder of the fastest lap. 50.575 as Hailie Deegan takes the lead for the first time. We have a brand new fast time. Alvin Bradley now holds the fastest.
I question why they let her lead.
Maybe they did it for good reason. Or maybe something we don't know.
Probably the latter.
And as we continue this watch from Plush Blue P's view, you see the field, how united it still is. We have 3s and 4 wides all around the pack. Although some people are going to try to look for side-by-sides, like you said, a caution could be reshuffling everyone.
Yeah, not only reshuffles everyone, but it matters here. As soon as the first caution comes out, you want to be in the front. Because the further you are in the back, the more likely you are to lose the draft of everybody else. That pretty much ends your race right there. And for some of them, they can't afford for the race to end for them early. So, really, I mean, they'll still race so they don't park themselves, but it makes more sense to park yourself at that point.
So Nora Felix trying to go to the inside of Hailie Deegan. She's gonna have 2 dodges, only 1 dodge behind her. There's gonna be Mavis Dracula, but unfortunately, Diego Alcaraz also wants to get around the 38.
Oh boy. We're gonna see a lot of that movement over there, as I saw from the 24.
Oh yes, that is a lot of movement right there as we saw it. As we continue to see some other drivers, they're also trying to make their way to the pack. Sophia Woodward barely cracking the top 10. She wants to be in the lead.
As I think I saw a frame or two ago, some drivers have already started to lose the draft in literally lap 5. I really don't understand this track anymore. I think I want to go home.
Yeah, right. Anyways, as it continues to progress, you know, this lead pack, they produced a lot of action yesterday with the AT&T International cars. And it seems like it's going to produce the same type of action here with these guys.
I mean, maybe. Right now, we haven't seen the exciting, chaotic racing we saw yesterday, where we saw a lot of 4 wide at all.
Oh yeah, that 50 trips. Let's take a look on board. Angel Diaz Rauda started at last, and he's right now trying to complete the last to first challenge on his hunt for 90. And he has a good car. Remember how Jackson prepares his Shelbys.
Well, I mean, he's one of the newer faces. Plus, this is literally only his 2nd or 3rd star or attempt in Cricket Cup. So, it's pretty much going to be a learning process. That's going to take him a while.
Yes, as we see Diego Alcaraz now taking the lead. So he is the first one of the Super 5 to take the lead in today's race. Here comes Mavis trying to prohibit that.
I mean, I did see her go a bit crazy a couple of laps ago, so it really doesn't surprise me that she wants to lead a lap here.
And it's going to be working, but Jonathan Logan, another one of the Super 5, as they went 3 wide through the front straightaway. But the leader was a 24.
Yeah, as we do not see the pack racing that we usually see from tracks like Daytona or Talladega, it does not give a chance for everyone at all. It only gives limited people chances. So at this point, remember I said the first caution really matters. At this point, I'm starting to think qualifying mattered.
I mean, this is not Martinsville.
But at the same time, you see how many cars have basically lost the draft. 2 have already lost the draft.
3.
Okay, never mind. Maggie, you're going to the principal's office more than likely. Again!
It's now Jonathan Logren. Takes the lead with his help of teammate Austin Hunter as they go 4 wide for second.
I swear to God, she is one swoop away from getting fired.
Daniel Roman now making his way along with Lucille and Sabrina Rancompre. So it could look like these drivers could be the prime contenders for the remainder of this one, but nope. Here comes Lucille trying to go to the inside. And look at all the help that she has. And now Sabrina to the inside with the help of Sophia Woodward. Could this be a change of factor? They have a crash in turn 1, I guess.
Oh, now I see the issues. I saw
Caution
one
is
car
out.
blow up. Or actually, no, 2 cars blew up.
Oh, we have 2
And
others.
then, wait a minute, this is where the crash happened. Hang on. This is where the crash happened.
Yeah, that's where it
sorry.
happened. As they're racing back to the line in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, and it looks like Sabrina Rancompre wants to end the curse before the curse can no longer be broken for the remainder of the year, as it looks like she's going to lead them.
Block her ass. Caution. Unbelievable.
Oh boy, that is going to be a shakeup. I did see quite a few cars that were near the bubble or below the bubble, 35th in the owner's points, got involved. I saw the 89 involved, and there were at least 1 more on that list that got involved.
And we're gonna see it here
somebody blowing up.
We're gonna see it from the helicam. Look at that. 4 wide, but these 3 were tied up.
Oh, yeah. This is the type of stuff you usually only see at Auto Club. But it also didn't help that this happened.
Yeah, Austin Hunter came down, and there was basically nowhere to go for Galloway. I mean, Galloway was just a victim.
Yeah, I mean, it was really wrong place, wrong time for the 48.
Let's take a look at let's take a look from our poster.
Yep, nowhere to go there. Pretty much sums up that whenever you leech an AGNS, you're cursed.
Oh man.
And then almost got rammed by the 6.
Yeah, she almost got rammed by the 6 in that situation.
Yeah, that would have been bad. But you have Galloway next.
Yeah, let's take a look from Galloway. Back in front of you. Back in front of you. Go low. Low. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. Oh, check up.
Good timing there.
Piece of
At least we have that now.
Oh my god, yeah, that was not some pretty words from our in-race reporter.
Yeah. Yeah, at least he can relax for the rest of the race. There's somebody who really did not need this.
Here's Austin.
And in 3,
Hold the brake.
1.
Now we're done, guys. Yep, no shit.
Yeah, talk about somebody who absolutely did not need that. You know, going into this race, the 89 out of this race, 36 in the owner's points, only 2 points behind the 56. Now it is pretty much confirmed the 89 will need to try to get into the show next week at Chicagoland.
Yeah, he didn't need that. And it looks like the hole for Austin Hunter may grow deeper.
Yeah,
one driver stayed out, that being Annette Galvan.
Well, remember what Christopher Diaz did yesterday? He did that, and he was immediately in contention for the win. And now it seems to me that Annette Galvan wants to do the same thing.
Yeah, she could be looking at it, but we're looking at the race side of pit road. It seems like Sabrina Rankenpree won it over Sophia Woodward. And these two girls, they're looking like they're coming back in a big way, because they used to be this close in the 2025 season whenever they were on the track.
Yeah, basically Sophia Woodward last year driving the 48. I mean, she was a solid contender before the whole dispute with Hollywood happened. But regardless, for Sophia Woodward, great to see her back. I think she's going to do some big things for Coslow in the future, regardless if it's, driving the car or, helping them in some other way. Because we all know Sophia Woodward is a good driver. It's just she's pretty much on her way to being past her prime. So I don't know what they're going to do with her in the future, but I think they're going to do great things.
Oh, yes. See a couple of drivers that were involved in some incidents under the caution flag. We don't know what happened.
Oh boy. Somebody might be getting in trouble later. But
oh, they wrecked after the caution.
Great. 19. I know this was all you. And I have a little question. Do you know what NASCAR means?
And that collected a bunch of cars. Oh, yeah.
Race at Pensacola, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
And that was braking to take the caution, so that is a huge list of retirees. Pedro Sales, Myrna Dupenching, our pole sitter, Sebastian Galloway Jr., Austin Hunter, Alexis Lynn Blake with a valve issue, Owen Bradley, Jonathan Logren, Marva Keita, and finally teammate Damon Rubio. So that is a bunch of stuff right there, and you see some of the cars that managed to get out. Leslie Jacoby, Sonora Felix, and Plush Willie P, they will get out as they suffered very minimal damage, Cody, but I have to say it's not a good one. Anyways, let's shift over our attention during this caution over to the Chili Bowl and what Dale has to report for us.
You can probably hear it behind me. Practice is going on, and we had a flip. Ricky Thornton Jr. went hard into the catch fence in 1 and 2 a couple minutes ago. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys over here so far. And back over to you guys.
Where are they racing at?
Not your fucking business, Cody. Back over to you guys.
Race at Nut Jackson Business, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Wow.
Stop bitching, Cody.
And remember, you can follow the best of the Chili Bowl Nationals here on AGDN Radio. So, let's go, as we're going to 1 to go, let's go over to the Infield Care Center, as it looks like Anthony Davidson is with Sebastian Galloway Jr. And Galloway, you are out. It's good to see you getting out of the car. What do you think happened with that 89?
They decided, I don't even know. After coming off a high of winning the Bridge to Cup Championship, I've come here to try to help out a friend, and I just had a space out moment. It's probably my fault I didn't hit the brake or move up, but there's nothing I could have done about it, and I feel bad. I know I could have done more, but can only wait until next week.
All right, so that is a sad story for Sebastian Galloway Jr. Good to see him get out of the car, but his car is totaled. He's going to finish 40th place. Back into the booth, guys. Well, Cody, that just sums up what can happen. As we're getting ready to see these drivers going back to their positions on the track, and Netta Galvan looks in good contention to carry her first win in over a year.
I mean, a lot of people, the better you're in the front, the better that you're going to be when it comes to trying to get the win here. But you got 3 lap cars that are pretty slow, so we'll wait and see how this works out.
Oh, yes. They just traversed the SMLmerch.com restart zone. The green flag is back out.
Oh, some are willing to take the risk.
Angel Diaz-Rada and Chloe Bourgeois, they wanted to go to the inside, but of course they have the lap cars to deal with. And Annette Galvan seems to be scooting away.
Yeah, exactly. This is what happens. You have lap cars to the inside lane, basically screwing over everybody else. This is kind of a part of why they kind of want to reform the rule, or inform a rule change where you would have the lead lap car starting in the inside lane instead. But here comes Sabrina, and oh, for Pete's sakes, here we go into Cossack Lazing again.
Yesterday, Dale Bush and Eileen Galvan got a Castellado 1-2. And
You're damn right you did.
And right now, they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to copy the same thing as the AT&T guys. It's like that meme, Cody, that says, you can copy your homework, just my homework. Just try to make it too similar.
Also, yesterday we had a bitchy Cody at Elko.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Dale, that was a bitch fest to begin with.
Nobody fucking cares, Cody. Get on with it.
And here comes the 25. Sophia Woodward to the inside, trying to lead her first lap.
Oh, I saw 4 wide.
We saw 4 wide over here. Bourgeois, Larson, Dollar, and Zoe Lee. Now Lucille trying to take it all the way downstairs with the help of the 43. But Woodward leads the lap. And we had a brand new, fastest lap.
Meredith the Pain Chang. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's out of the race. Austin Hunter second. Oh, wait. He's out of the race. Lexi de Benedetto. I think she's alive, isn't she?
Yes, she is in third.
There we go. There's somebody who has a shot.
And here come our newbies, Huckerdoo and Creed. Creed going to the inside of the 27.
Yeah, if I heard correctly, Sheldon Creed will be going for 7 races here as he's just starting his stint with Furniture Row Racing.
And it's a 7-race stint that he wants to make happy for team owner Sam Kane, watching like a hawk from his pit stall.
Yeah, there was already a silly season move that did put Regan Smith in a full-time car after Sam Kane was originally planning to be in the entry. The board questioned Sam Kane and almost voided the move for Regan Smith to go full-time. But after some results that some people considered inconsistent, Regan Smith was determined to be in the car for next season.
And look what he's doing. He is pushing Lucille all the way ahead.
I'm a little concerned about that. There are some leagues that do not like the idea of 2 cars linking together like that for this long. They usually send both cars to serve a drive-through for that stunt.
Remember that ever since, I think, the 2020 season, that Cricket Cup no longer has a limit on how much a 2-car tandem may stay, so looks like these drivers could exploit it in potential move for the win, or also have another 2-car tandem forming up, but at the same time it don't. Samantha Contreras was ditched out by Ali Cesar.
Yeah, and right now, another disadvantage with these 2-car tandems is that you see all the entries here trying to sneak their way to the front, especially in bigger packs. So that is another thing to be aware of, as they are trying to make all the other drivers in the big pack lose the draft. As actually we have a pretty decent field this time around. Yesterday we only saw about 15. Here I think I can see about 20.
Yes, and as another lap goes down for Lucille. Now these drivers know that with the points change, they can get an additional 2 points for leading the most laps. So if you win with the most laps, that is 55 points plus an additional 3.
And basically you can earn up to 59 points per race now.
And
so it does even have to point through a little bit with the top 3.
Yeah, and that's what our points leader, Samantha Contreras, is trying to do, trying to go to the inside, because she wants to make sure that her lead not only stays intact, but also grows up.
That sounded a bit wrong, but anyway, she will lead the lap at the very least.
So we'll guarantee her a bonus point for it. And now that leading laps is valuable again, she will want to stay up front as long as possible. Now you see some other drivers that made her ways.
I see people trying to form a school bus over there for some reason. We all know, according to a lot of people, that's considered as... Oh, wait.
Boring.
Yeah, morely because I see a bunch of cars, single file like that. That concerns me a little bit in the back. Because that may eventually imply they're going to end up losing the draft. What? Oh, okay, that might explain a thing or two.
Could be Drew Dollar as they're racing back to the caution flag.
Oh, I think it's all back straight away.
Oh, there's some damage to the 11 of Diego Walker. Let's see what happened. Did he involve him or no? No, actually didn't.
No, he was just going on through. Drew Dollar maybe?
We gotta see.
Yeah, it was him. It was him. What the hell? That ought to explain why some of them lost the draft.
Okay, so let's see. I mean,
wait a minute. And the 7 went down the double yellow line.
No, she came out of pit road and oh!
Oh, for Pete's sake!
Eileen LePage strikes again.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
And then Dollar almost came back on the field.
Yeah, and I, Calvin, I'm sorry. Or actually, hang on. Let me watch this again. Okay, Drew Dollar, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you know what not clear is?
Yeah, because from the looks of it, it almost seemed like, it seemed like he was trying to go down on the 7 car. Didn't know if that was possible or not.
Yeah, because honestly, as much as I want to blame the 7, if she would have went down on the first car in her path, I would have asked her the question. But Drew Dollar just didn't know which lane he should have been, because the other cars knew. But to be fair, this is probably one of his first super speedway races anyway, so should we cut him some slack? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, as we're going to take a look at our pit stops for this one, these drivers. They want to make the vast majority of their time. Rick. Lucille trying to go for 4 tires and another top off on fuel. She wants a chassis setup because she wants this car to be looser than what the 34 is driving. Samantha Contreras going for 4 tires, full tank of gas, a little chassis setup as well as a wedge setup to tighten the car up, and she's away. And because of that, Lucille actually had the faster pit stop. So she's going to win the race out of pit road.
Yep, exactly. As we, I think somebody struggled. Lexi de Benedetto struggled on pit road. And she almost fell behind the driver that got spun. And this unfortunate, I'm a little concerned with the 7. Because she did, that's right, she did just pit in the middle of green. That's right.
Yeah, she did pit in the middle of the greens. We're gonna
And
see
it looks like some.
what the other drivers decide, because maybe Sonora Felix, Leslie Jacoby, and Plush VP, they may decide to top it off on fuel again.
Either that or they could stay out, and if they do, they will get the rave around.
And a little announcement that for the remainder of the year, we are going to be carrying the remainder of the Cricket Cup and the AT&T Grand National Series.
Yeah, basically, this is all in part of what happened this week. So, basically, we can't release the details at the moment, but Alex Prime is out for the rest of the season, and because of that, there are a lot of changes coming in. But, for example, Sebastian Galloway filling in, as they are not choosing to take the wave around, and the 7 going in for field, despite, in a way, paging the field. But regardless of what happened with Alex Prime, resulted in a lot of things happening, including team changes, sponsor changes, which will come into effect next week, and most importantly, races that were supposed to be on EPM starting next week will no longer happen, and AGDN will now have the entire schedule for Cricket Cup on top of the remainder of the season for AGNS.
Don't worry about it. But thankfully, to start this part of this one, let's take a look at the schedule for next week. 4th of July weekend starts on Friday with the Pepsi 150 for the ARCA EE Series. So finally a track that is not Elko.
Finally. Yeah, no offense. I feel like everybody needed a break after that one.
Yep. It'll be at 9 Eastern on AGDN. Then at 7:30 Eastern, the Craftsman 300 for the AT&T Grand National Series will move over to AGDN. And on July 5th, at 1:30 Eastern, the Casa Loud Automobile 400 from Chicagoland for the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series will now move to Radio Angel YM.
This is going to be an obligatory frying pan for Angel.
Why?
Glaze! Anyway. I had to, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's the it is the race name.
Yeah, I know. But I feel like more from me, but probably also from others like, Seb and Dale, it was just an obligation to me to do it. That's why I said sorry.
Yeah. And right now, the next couple of races are looking pretty good for our points leader. What do you think?
It is interesting to say the least, because the race for the points lead, let alone the top 16, is really going to heat up, because we are now down to the last 10 races before we decide who makes the chase for the championship. Samantha Contreras has a 32-point lead, so as long as she has a decent finish, she will be okay. Here's the catch. Barbara Cannon, who is in second, DNF'd. Mavis Dracula, I think she's still kicking around. So, as long as Samantha Contreras doesn't crash out of the race, I think she will still inherit the points lead.
Yes, and as we take a look at our next tracks, our next 5, Chicagoland on Radio Angel YM, Atlanta, North Wilkesboro on AGDN, Indianapolis and Mexico City, both on Radio Angel YM. And a reminder that we're going to put on Radio Angel YM all chase races, so the fans know where we are going to be, right, Cody?
Yep, that is for sure. I mean, we have seen the Angel Radio YN channel basically broadcast some of these races towards the end of the last season, so it pretty much ends up.
And as we continue on, one of the most interesting races that is going to appear for this stretch of 5 races is going to be Mexico City, but it's going to be the oval configuration.
Yeah, that's why some people are disappointed in this situation.
But regardless, we're going to see what that flat oval can do with these stock cars.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
The pace car getting ready to go back on pit road because they all pitted. None of these drivers will get the wave around. And the green flag will return now. They're back underway.
Yeah, watch out. You got pretty much the same situation as the first restart. Let's see if they can actually try to not lose the draft, because that may be important. Oh, once again, the inside lane being a nuisance. It is kind of a part of why they want to reform the rule for next season for lap cars to start on the outside lane.
Either that or just EO them to the rear of the pack.
Yeah, I mean, that too. That too. At least it'll be a more fair race for free pass.
And right now, look at this. These drivers are now going free wide once more, and Benjamin Artis making his way up to second place with the help of Sabrina Rancompre.
Absolutely. Welcome back to the front, Benjamin Artis, after a long while. I mean, this team has been struggling. I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. Rauda sisters have been struggling massively, to the point to where this could be their worst season as a big team in the team's history, but also worst season on performance since the 80s. So it would be great to cap off the weekend with good finishes in both AGNS and Cricket Cup.
3 wide as it changes again. Zoe Lee on the course, on the crash course to win for the second week in a row. Daniel Voiles trying to get his first one.
Yeah, and I mean, Daniel Voiles is in a good position because he did buy some owner's points that did get the 26 locked into the show ever since its purchase. And since then, the 26 have been put into some good use.
And here comes Zoe Lee.
Here comes Zoe Lee, and here comes Maggie. She hasn't been here for a damn month. And now she could finally be back to where she belongs.
And she's trying to go to the inside. She is trying to go to the lead. Maybe a little too early, perhaps, but Lucille is going with her.
Maybe. Yeah, might be a little early. I may agree, because Lucille has been taking control of the front for a little bit on top of Samantha Contreras. But if Fords wants to help each other, it may be a rare chance. But I think Maggie, will just get it. She finally gets a point.
And you saw that big wave that Lucille and Samantha did to the inside line. That pretty much gifted Maggie the lap. So she's going to collect the bonus point for it. And now look who's making his way to third.
Yep, I see. Angel, you're standing right here. Why in the hell? Oh, yeah, that's right.
And there comes Chloe trying to ruin it.
Oh, no, the tax evader. Sorry, it's an inside joke around here, don't worry. It's an inside joke. But also, right behind her is Benetta's girlfriend. I mean, what?
Maggie's still trying to hold on to it. But I don't think that's going to be enough, as some of these drivers are power hungry for a win.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I agree with that, Angel. If you are in the front and you're that far away from the pack, it is usually not a good sign in the end. Because that means all the drivers in the pack behind you, they'll have way more momentum than you, and that can easily get you past in the straightaways. As you can see, Maggie not getting much help. And Chloe's right there, I think. Yep. I kind of guessed that Chloe was going to go for the lead. Oh! Jeez, Maggie. You're trying to be clean for the first time in about a month. Chill!
She almost self-blocked. She almost self-cleared herself against Chloe Bourgeois. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah, and Maggie certainly did not need that because ever since the end of the Memorial Day weekend, the 04 was in the chase. Since then, it is one bad race away from being in the freaking bubble.
As we continue to see these drivers going out, the 7 of Annette Galvan trying to recover one of her laps back. She's currently 2 laps down.
Oh,
Right now,
I
what
see.
would benefit her is a caution.
I see Galvin. I see Galvin towards the front. Remember, she is 2 laps down. She is no longer in contention for the win, more than likely. But she could still try to salvage with a clean car and as good of a finish as she probably could.
Sophia Woodward now trying to make her moves with help of Benjamin Ortiz. A little bit far away from the 2 leaders, the 2 Supras that are leading this race, but still a pretty good job that she's doing.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, it seems to me that with Sophia Woodward, despite being out of the car for over half of a year, she still has a consistency in that 25. As you see last week's runner, Zoe Lee, she wants to go 2 in a row, and to be fair, after being injured last year, I don't blame her.
Yeah, she's writing her comeback story. And
yeah,
and not only that, but she also expressed some rumors that she wanted to, once she retires from racing in the near future, in like the long future, she wants to write her own autobiography.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
Sonora Felix on her way to try to get her car back on the lead lap. Dipper Pines has moved into second, so it's a Supra 1, 2, 3 between Clint Boyer Racing, 2311, and Legacy MC.
Yep. You see it right there. I mean, here's the funny thing. What a way to wrap up Pride Month by seeing someone like Depper getting the win. That would certainly be something.
And you let her up, and we have another crash.
Uh-oh.
4 cars in the wall. Woodward, Switzer, Kane, and Ortiz.
And this is why I say the league is officially rigged against the 04.
The caution is out. They're racing back to the line. Sabrina Rankenfree to the inside of both the Supras. I don't think she's going to get it, though.
Yeah, and this race is over. And this is why the 04 is on the chopping block to getting fired.
And Zoe Lee will lead them back to the line. We don't know what happened on that one, but that was not pretty. I can tell you that, Cody. And this is our third
I need to get
the
the office ready. Can't believe I have to open up the principal's office again.
Oh, it started with another one of those 4 wides that went wrong. And it seemed to be affecting Casey Kane and Benjamin Ortiz. They get together. Let's see from the helicam. They did.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, for Casey Kane, that is not a way to end your time here. Not a way to end your time at all.
I mean, he still has Chicagoland to do.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, I think that's another entry that really did not need this. Yeah, I just see it right here. The 98 going through this race, 30 seconds to the owner's point. He was only 12.
Yeah, go high and try to go through there. Are you kidding me? Sorry, Maggie. That was my fault. 100% my fault.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. We already had half of the crew from the start of the season, the 04 fired, and looks like we're not done!
Yeah, the spotter kind of got her like that. Here's Casey Kane.
Yeah, and I was about to say only 11 points ahead of 36, but that was an 89. You take a look at who's next in line, the ZOD and Q'd. So it is good news for the 98 in that regard, but you still don't want to crash out like this, especially for a part-time team.
Yeah, here's Sophia Woodward. Check over here. Check out. Go on. 21 came up on us. Yep. There. What? This is ridiculous. Yeah, that was ridiculous if you think about it. As a couple of cars did stay out. Lucille stayed out. Angel Diaz-Rada stayed out. Along with the lappers, Laura James also stayed. And the Pines is the winner out of pit road, Cody, so we could see a good one.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen a couple of swaps on pit road, and a Sonora Felix, if she doesn't pit, oh, and I might have spoken too soon, haven't I?
Yep. Looks like she will be
for crying out loud! I'm sorry. I had to send out something. I had to take an honest guess. And then I freaking jinxed Sonora.
Yep. Let's see a couple.
Maybe the curse does work.
Yeah, we see a couple of cars that are retired from this race. Sophia Woodward is done, as well as Maggie Spletzer and Benjamin Ortiz. Casey Kane still could be on pit road. Yeah, he's still on pit road trying to fix some damage, but I don't think that is fixable for the 98.
Yeah. The only thing that the 98 and a few of these other teams are grateful for is the situation that Austin Hunter DNF before all of them, and on top of that, 37th in the points, Katie Coe. Well, owner's points, Katie Coe, she DNQ'd. I mean, and even if you want to worry about Mabel Pines, well, she is still super far behind the 56. So I don't think they're going to be worried in that regard. But in terms of the material for the 98, that might cut them a couple of races at the end of the year.
And what I saw from the replay on the 21, I saw those wheels just try to throw it in reverse when Sophia Woodward was trying to go up, just ever so slightly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was just a complicated thing altogether, and for Benjamin Ortiz as well. I mean, he was the most consistent driver last year. I want you to remember that. He was one of the most consistent. But, once again, just like the other Router Sisters cars, absolutely nothing, especially in Cricket Cup. I mean, hell, none of them are in the top 25 in owners points, and there's a valid chance that they may have a second one outside the top 30. That is concerning for a big team like the Router Sisters.
All right, let's go over to to the Infield Care Center. Maggie Spletzer just got out of it. Rick, you're there. What can you tell us? Well, I'm over here with Maggie Spletzer, and Maggie, that's the first thing that you managed to see on the replay. What do you think happened? I was just trying to run my line down, but unfortunately, yeah, Casey King just has no boundaries of breaking someone's ass, apparently. It's just a very stupid way for us to end our day. And then my spotter, of course, just telling me to go high, and then Casey King goes high. Oh my god, it's just... we need a hope for a miracle if we want to win this championship. Alright, so that is Maggie Spletzer hoping for a miracle to get the win on the championship. But so far, it looks like that we'll have to wait a little bit more. Let's go back to you guys.
Yeah, you know, I have something. To that stupid spot over there, I got something for you, and I think it's only appropriate for this weekend.
Are you looking high?
It is the SML Jeffy 400 after all.
Casey Kane makes it back out on the tracks. They managed to fix that car. However, Cricket and our league officials have given Casey Kane a warning because not only he but also Benjamin Ortiz threw their cars in reverse to try to collect Sophia Woodward and Maggie Spletzer on purpose.
Oh, that is a big. And if you thought some people were pissed before, oh, some people are going to be even more infuriated with that. And I haven't seen anybody infuriated like that since the incident with Melody Purple at Daytona AG&S race back in February. There were a lot of people that were infuriated, and now I'm starting to see a similar vibe here.
Laura James looking for her lap back, as well as Sonora Felix and Annette Galvan in company of Flush Blue Pete, Casey Kane, and Leslie Jacoby. Lucille gonna have to hold off 8-time Cricket Cup champion Angel Diaz-Rauda to get a win this year. Last time she won was North Wilkesboro last year, and as they approach the SMLmerch.com restart zone, the green flag is back in the air. Angel Diaz-Rauda throws it to the high side. I think he's no longer playing around, Cody.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like that way, but to be fair for Lucille, Lucille has been leading this entire pack since about lap 15, lap 20, something like that. But yeah, I mean, as of now, you see the amount of cars, not so many now in contention in the front. We don't know if any of them will try to catch the draft and see if they can make this a bigger race for the win. But for right now, Lucille has been taking good control of the field for about a half of the stint that I previously mentioned.
Angel Diaz-Rauda.
Oh, Angel! Uh-oh! Oh!
He and Lucille, they cannot make it on fuel! They cannot make it on fuel!
There is a phrase for this. Pit like a dumbass.
Yeah, they clearly cannot make it on tires and fuel.
Oh, they could have pitted on the last caution!
Sad is gonna gift it out to Zoe Lee and Dipper Pines. But that, oh, it would have been so close if they managed to make it. But they knew that if they stayed out, then that would have been the end of the game for them. And meanwhile, Sabrina Rankenfree trying to come up, trying to be the first winner here at the Motorplex. Dana Roman also trying to do it. As they're all in a dead heat to go for the win. And keep in mind, Cody, we are approaching the 10 to go mark.
Yeah, and basically, on top, instead of those two that just hit a little bit ago, it is a situation where if you pit now, you're going to be good to the end of the race.
Oh yes, and Dana Roman trying to send that message as he's going to go to the inside of Zoe Lee. Trying to capture the win. Angel Diaz-Rauda and Lucille are now on the wrong side of the spectrum. And they're going to be lapped in no time, I guess. Oh, Angel's trying to prohibit that.
Angel, control your clone.
Oh, my God. He was like, yeah, you're not lapping me. He tried to do his best Ryan Newman impersonation.
Control your clone, dummy.
Oh, my God. and that is going to hold the outside line big time. Maybe 2, 3, 4 Supras in a 1, 2, 3, 4 formation.
Yeah, this might be a potentially good finish here, but it also varies on when others may decide to go and pit. Because remember, most of these guys still need to pit one more time before it's over. So for Lucio and Angel, assuming this still goes green, this might be a race where one of those two could win.
Kyle Larson now trying to nab up another win this year.
Even though it's supposed to be at Sonoma!
He only has one win, and that came at the inaugural at Denver earlier this year. So I think that if he wins, he could be gold.
Yeah, I mean, it is an interesting situation over there for Kyle Larson, where he just decides, instead of racing at a road course this week at Sonoma, he decides, I'm just going to let Hendrick Motor retire Corey Day to race for my car this week. Well, I go here and try to get another win at a big oval like this one. Oh, boy. And we got company. More company.
Lexi DiBenedetto and Sheldon Creed, and we saw entering turn 1 how dangerously Lexi DiBenedetto was becoming very impatient, trying to wave off the 18 of LSSR, trying to catch some draft in desperation mode as she's decided it's go time. And because of that, they just left the 18 as a sitting duck. So she's going to have to back all the way up. 10 laps to go at the Motorplex. And DiBenedetto with a run! What a run for one car!
Yeah, Lexi DiBenedetto tried everything she can. Lexi DiBenedetto needs a good run here. I mean, even though she has recently improved in the owner's points in the last month, she still wants to get that elusive win. She got one, I think, last year?
Yeah, she did.
I know some lucky drivers won. Yeah, she's trying to get another one here. Yep, thank you. See, this is why I have to ask you. But anyway, you see multiple drivers here in line to try to get the win. And as of now, it's getting interesting. It's Daniel Romaine, a driver who's rumored to go down to AG&S next season. He wants to put an end to those rumors and try to get a win here for, not F or SK, for SK.
Yeah, for SKM. And you see right now, Sandra Johnson on her feed, the owner of that 78 car. And next year, she will be the owner of also the 77 car. Sabrina Rankampree trying to make it a 3 wide, trying to nab her first win of the year.
And not only that, try to snap the TF1 curse in the process, but I think this is a little early to be going for the lead right now.
Well, she's trying, and she has the help from Zoe Lee, as well as the points leader. Some cars are going to pit road. They cannot make it.
But this might be interesting, because remember what I said. Everybody will more likely have to go in one more time before this is all said and done. Which is why I am interested in watching the 15 and the 16, because once all of them pit, and if they can pull out a good lap, they could potentially get ahead of this entire pack and be in the conversation for the win.
Sabrina Rankampree to the inside, and even lower, Zoe Lee, 3 wide. Will they pit?
We'll wait and see, because this is getting dicey.
Yes, they will! Zoe Lee is going to drag in Lexi DiBenedetto, points leader Samantha Contreras, RSSR, and in the 45 at Dipper Pines, as well as Maria Lackey and Chloe Bourgeois. So yeah, they cannot make it.
Yeah, so my theory is correct. Everybody did need to go one more time, and this may benefit the 15 and 16 in the end. But we'll see who timed it right. As right now, the 78 and 9 yet to pit. They need to go in at some point. The 40, I believe no, not the 42, unless it's in the other pack. But we'll just leave it to you at this point, because all I can say is it won't be looking good for the 15 and 16 in the end.
And will the 78 and the 9 have enough? Or will they be going? Yes, they're going in along with Kyle Larson. And that will regain for most of those drivers their laps back. And it's Mavis at the front. Does she have enough fuel?
It varies on when they pit, because remember, we do not know when everybody pitted last. But we do know, or my working theory is, everybody needs to pit one more time, and with 5 laps remaining, I think, or will be 5 laps remaining next time by, excuse me, there is a valid chance, Angel, that everybody needs to pit, and it's all gonna benefit Lucille and your freaking clone.
And right now, Mavis managed to lap both Annette Galvan and Haley Deegan. She has the help from the 54 of Luna Coco. Does Luna have enough? Does Mavis have enough? No!
No! See, this is what I've been talking about. The working theory continuing to go in my favor. If this actually works, then this will be my first hot take, or one of my hottest takes of the year.
And right now, the expense train is coming. These two are still on pit road. And let's see, Mavis drops the jack first. Oh, a little slow for the 54 of Luna Coco.
Yeah, that's not going to put her in the conversation. As I see the 98 also getting out. And it looks like
is coming.
Yeah, 78 is coming. The driver who needed to win to make a point, he wants to make a statement. You see all the other drivers here. I mean, you don't see the 15 or 16 anymore, so they're probably out of it at this point. But look at this. You see the 78 pulling out ahead of Zoe Lee. That is going to give Daniel Romain the lead, but Zoe Lee is still going to be in the hunt.
And let's see what happens, because this pack is approaching fast. Who's gonna help Laura James? Is she gonna help Sabrina?
No. Bleepbox Morris says, "Oh, get rid of Sabrina."
4 to go. Ruby Asensio trying to put herself in the hunt, and remember, these two are sitting ducks. The top two are sitting, and they have another lap car, and Casey Kane as a buffer.
Yeah, we'll see how they handle that situation. Ruby Asensio, one of the contenders for the points lead just a couple of months ago, has been falling off ever since. Now she is in position to try to take control and maybe fight for the win.
And she's trying to catch up. She's trying to catch up to the 43 and the 78 by herself. But slowly now, to the inside of Dana Roman, she's gonna do it. And she has the help of Ruby Asensio to go with. Another lap car, Diego Alcaraz. Oh,
that
he's gonna block slowly.
Annika, what are you doing?
And another trying to shoot
loud.
along with Larson. Contreras and Rankin-Prix.
Oh no. Well, that's going to end a lot of people's chances for this win. And at this point, it may only. Oh, they got the race! And they got
2 to go! She got wrecked! Did the leader take the caution?
And that Galvan decided to end the race.
Oh no!
What?
Oh my God! We had some drama over here on pit row on the cooldown.
Yeah.
Well,
some people are not going to be happy with the 7.
Well, that was stupid.
We're gonna see
Yeah,
it
the
right
7
here.
might be in trouble for this. This is certainly an LCI, no problem.
Oh, Lincoln
And
came up on the 7.
Lincoln! So
That's
you're
just
the one who
called.
decided to end the race.
That's just called gripping it and ripping it.
Yeah, and she collected 2 other
yeah,
cars. 3 more, actually.
that is not good. When you're getting hits like that at about 200 miles per hour, especially multiple hits, that really gonna make you concerned. Luckily, it didn't hit at an angle to where it would most likely cause injury, but at the same exact time, you still gotta worry a little bit here. Hopefully, the 7's okay.
Yeah, I also hope that Ned's okay.
I good. They good.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. They're good. They're good. They're alright.
We're gonna see it from the cockpit of the 7 car. Oh, man. Oh!
Okay, the hands on the wheel.
Yeah, that was not pretty.
You kept her hands on the wheel, though.
Yeah, she did, but that is one worst way as we took the Wells Fargo white flag, Cody. We have to keep an eye on this 3 car.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 3 car did pit with everybody else, so I don't expect for it to be much of a problem. But if there's anybody who was not going to be happy with the 14, it is going to be Sandra Johnson to be in particular, because she was right there for the win. Daniel Romaine wanted to prove that he still belonged in the Cricket Cup Series. But now, this may have just solidified 2 things. Number 1, Romy Asensio may still have what it takes to be a contender, and 2, pretty much solidified his fate in Cricket Cup, as his time here is now running out.
And right now, under caution for the final time around, Ruby Asensio, if she doesn't pit, she will be the winner. We had a couple of good results today as well, Cody. A good run for the 42, a good run for the 34, and a good run for the 9. And as we are going to take a look at these drivers, the yellow and the checkered are going to be waving. And for the first time in a long time, Ruby Asensio scores her first win at Pensacola and her first win in quite a long while. You could say it was an anticlimactic ending, Cody.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking at a good finish until Lincoln Loud decided to do stupid. And I know due to the angle of that incident, the officials are going to be taking a long look at that one, especially with an LCI causing the end of the race. I know, and yep, I knew this was coming. Lincoln Loud, you just got invited to holler. Congratulations. I knew that was coming. It's routine for stuff like this, so it didn't really surprise me.
And as the 3 makes its way around the track. Let's go over to our Chili Bowl coverage and see what Dale saw from the monitor over there.
Listen, guys, and also Cody. I don't agree with by just looking at the replay of what happened here to the 7. All I can see is Lincoln Loud just gripping it and ripping it. But yeah, not. I don't think it's the way that anybody wanted this race to end. But yeah, that's all I can tell you. Back up to you guys.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay once more. Here's from what we saw, and oh shoot! I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen, Bucky
seriously,
Jr.
dude.
Yep.
I present to you all Bucky Jr. driving the car.
I agree with them on that one. Because what in the hell is this?
Watch your language, Cody.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Dale.
I'm not even at the track. You potato.
Oh, get out of here, you skip potato.
Yeah, but before we go into our interviews, and while we're going on interviews at the moment, let's head over to the infield care center where special guest Alex is actually with a NASCAR van.
Any day now.
Alex muted, so
Anyways,
I don't think you're gonna get anything.
there it is, Anthony. All right, a NASCAR van, you just got out of the car. What can you tell us about that replay? Well, all that I can tell you is that that 14 clearly came up on us. You know, I didn't like the way that he was trying to block me, and I know that Angel tried to block the leader as well. But you know, they just cannot do these types of stuff. I could have ended up severely injured, but thankfully I'm okay. Nothing of concern for me. I'm still pretty mad about it, but you know, I think everyone needs to know this. He didn't deserve to win the Daytona 500. Quite a strong statement right there from the 2017 champion. Now let's go. Now let's go over to Margot Grew, who is actually with Lincoln Loud. Now I'm here with Lincoln Loud, and after seeing that replay, what do you think about the incident that happened with an Edgar van? Did you purposely came up on the 7? Honestly, no. I think the car just got loose on us. You know, we just tried to hold it up a wheel. I mean, we had a very loose car all day. So, but I came up on the 7. I didn't. So yeah, I was just handling the problems. I mean, the car just wanted to lock its way over to the right. It was not the way that I wanted to end this race. All right, let's go over back to the booth, guys. Thank you, Margot. Now, Cody, do you think that happened?
Honestly, I don't know. This is something that's going to be reviewed during the time we have off between now and Chicagoland.
Well, we're gonna see from the onboard.
Unfortunately, Angel, yeah, I don't know, man, because basically Lincoln stayed in his lane mostly, but I don't know what Nick Galvan was doing. As much as I want to say this is Nick Galvan's fault, but at the same exact time, since both of them are lapped and separated by at least a lap, this does count as an LCI regardless, which means both of them will be under review with the verdict coming out on Tuesday.
Let's go to our fifth place finisher, Sabrina Reckenfree, who's actually with Rickert. Sabrina, you got a good view of that situation between the 14 and the 7. What do you think happened?
Well, it was not good, you know. I didn't like the way the 14 came up on the 7, so if there's anyone at fault, should be Lincoln Loud. Just
just came up on the net, and this is the first chance that I got to see on the replay. And I don't know. The Cricket and our league needs to do something about lap cars. Maybe we shouldn't restart with the lap cars on the inside line anymore.
Maybe we shouldn't ask you what your fucking opinion is, you stupid bitch.
Well, that will be the opinion from Sabrina Rankenpree. Let's go back to Margot Group. And I'm here with Kyle Larson as he just got out of the car. What do you think happened? Well, I don't know. I just saw the 14 came up on the 7. Craziest thing I ever saw in my life. Like Duke didn't even try to go to stay that down low. But you know, I'm very happy that Alex put up this car really good around the same chassis. I mean, this is the same chassis we drove at Daytona, and we just ruptured up. So I don't know. Make of that what you will. All right, so a good run for Kyle Larson, overshadowed by the wreck that he just saw. Let's go back to the booth, guys. Thank you. As we are taking a look at our race results, Ruby Asensio, winner of this race. Dana Roman in second. Kyle Larson in third. Samantha Contreras and Sabrina Rankenpree in the top 5. And then it's Maria Lackey, Lexi DiBenedetto, Deborah Pines, Dana Voiles, and Zoe Lee in the top 10. Now to take a look at the rest of our results, all SSR, Timmy Huckerdoo with a very good run. Chloe Bourgeois, Angel Diaz-Rada, who came back on the lead lap eventually. He unlapped himself during the pit cycle. Lucille Luna Coco, Aria Eviara, Haley Deegan with a surprising rebound and finishing 18th. Drew Dollar and Mabel Pines in the top 20. And as we take a look at the rest, Leslie Jacoby, Sonora Felix also finished the race. Sheldon Creed retired after facing some damage. Lincoln Loud and Diego Alcaraz finished a lap down. Mavis Dracula 2 laps down. Eric Plush VP also done. Casey Kane 2 laps down. Annette Galvan and Laura James, each of them 4 laps down. Then for the drivers that DNF'd, Sophia Woodward, Maggie Spletzer, Benjamin Ortiz, Marva Cada, Damon Rubio, Jonathan Logan, Robin Bradley, Alexis Lynn Blake, Austin Hunter, Sebastian Galloway, Pan Ching, and then finally Pedro Sales with the piston issue. Now, Cody, do you think that the league needs to do something about the behavior that Lincoln Loud showed?
Honestly, especially because it ended the race, there is an automatic assumption that it may have resulted in race manipulation because it did actually end the race. So that is something that absolutely needs to be looked at because it's bad enough that it happened just like that. It's even worse when you end an active race like that, basically preventing the last lap from being raced, or the last 2 laps, I should say, where somebody like the 78 could have won. It'll not surprise me if Sandra Johnson files a protest against Lincoln Loud for race manipulation.
Yeah, it could be. Now, for the rest of our panelists, Dale, what do you have for us from the Chili Bowl? What do you specifically think? Do you think that the league should make something about it?
No, I think it was just racing. I think it was just a racing accident, and Cody needs to stop talking about lawyers and fucking rules like it's Formula One.
Anyways, make that of what you will. But for next week, action.
Also, one more thing.
Go ahead.
One more thing. Angel Diaz-Rada needs to.
Anyways, for next week, the Arca Menard series, the Arca EE series, will start us with the Pepsi 150 from Chicagoland Speedway at 9 Eastern on AGDN. Then on Saturday, the Craftsman 300 for the AT&T Grand National Series will move over to AGDN. And to celebrate the 4th of July, the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series in the Costalout Automobile 400 on Radio Angel YM with coverage at 1:30 Eastern. So for now, 17 races are now down, and a grand total of 19 are still left to run, as next week, once we complete it, we will be having our halfway point of the season. So with this, for Cody, for our pit reporters, for Sebastian Galloway Jr., as well as for Alex, who joined us a little bit late, for Sean, and as for Dale Bush, who is covering the Chili Bowl for us, I'm Angel, as we're going to say so long, and we'll see you next weekend at Chicagoland.
Buddy sucks! Off.